Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today's lesson we are going to discuss about shadows, shadow formation. The topic is from 6th class science, chapter light, shadows and reflection. So the question is, what are shadows? Dear students, a shadow is formed when an opaque object comes in the path of light. A shadow needs a screen where it is formed, for example, the ground or walls or even the surface of buildings. These shadows give us an idea about the shape of different objects, or it can even mislead us about the shape of different objects. For example, the shadow of a cone appears to be a triangle on the screen. And what are the causes of formation of shadows? The cause of formation of shadows is rectilinear propagation of light. What does rectilinear propagation of light mean? It means light travels on a straight path or on a straight line. This is a separate topic that we can take on in our next video. So this is the reason for the formation of shadows. And then there are essentials of shadow. What are the prerequisites, or in which conditions a shadow is formed? So it is necessary for the formation of shadows that there should be light, that is source of light, and presence of opaque object in the path of that light source, and third one is screen on which the shadow is formed. These three things are essential for the formation of a shadow. Now, what is the location of a shadow? A shadow fills the space between the opaque object and the screen. It is the volume and not area on the screen. Sunlight is parallel, so its shadow remains the same size as the object's profile. A desk lamp or a street light also casts shadows because the light is streaming out in all directions away from the source. However, since its rays are not parallel, shadows get bigger further away from the object. Dear students, a shadow has two regions. For a non-point source of light, which is extended source of light, the shadow of an object has two parts, namely the umbra and penumbra. The umbra is the darkest inner part of the shadow, where no light falls at all. The penumbra is the part which surrounds the umbra. Some rays of light fall on the region and partially illuminate it. Thus, the penumbra is called the region of partial darkness. Dear students, so we can define umbra as the inner region of total darkness, that is umbra, and it is evenly dark part of a shadow. Umbra is derived from a Latin word that means shade. And penumbra, it is the outer region of partial darkness. It is a fuzzy part between the dark and the light. Peni means almost in Latin. Umbra and penumbra are clearly formed only when the source of light is big and opaque body is small. Dear students, if one is the umbra of an object, the light source is completely obscured. To a greater or lesser degree as one moves through the penumbra. Then lastly, there are the properties of shadows. Shadows are transparent. Transparent objects do not make shadows because light passes through them. So the formation of shadows doesn't take place. And for the formation of shadow, the object in the path of light or the source of light must be opaque or translucent. And a shadow is always dark in color. A shadow is formed opposite to the source of light, and it gives the information about the shape of the object. Dear students, the size of shadow can be increased or decreased by change in distance between object and screen. With this, we came to the end of today's topic. Khuda Hafiz.